Hello and welcome back, Guardians, to another weekly reset with another weekly Nightfall, the tree of probabilities. This week around we're farming for DFA, it's back. And the team is starting off with a Titan, hammers, using top tree, and he's gonna go for the Hollow Heartfire as an exotic. Primary, secondary, doesn't matter what you want to use as long as, you know, everyone has on the secondary a different type of burn for match game. Our heavy is going to be the sniper. As you can see, second guy, he's a tether. Vortex grenades, shadow shot, triple jump. Basically, this is the normal setup we always go for if we use Orpheus rigs. That's the DFA hand cannon, by the way. Chablo's using it. Has some pretty good. It depends on, like, if you like the Better Devils, DFA is pretty close to that. Again, Mananan is kind of like our favorite gun as well. So yeah, all of us probably using Mananan as well. And all our heavies are the Whisper of the Worm, like I said. Personally, I'm gonna play tether as well. Well, why double tether? We could have gone with one, but I mean, just keep a constant of at least one person having a super and create orbs for the hammer guys. That's basically the idea here. It's also why our heavy's on solar. We're just trying to get the Whisper of the Worm getting involved in the gameplay, so we focus on solar while getting our high score. So that's basically why we choose hammers. Could have been anything else. This Nightfall, it's not particularly hard, but it's kind of, I must admit, it's kind of hard to get the points above 110 because you don't have a lot of enemies, which can make it annoying. For the card, we straight up went to a 5.0 card. So just to make sure that we're gonna get this score run in our first try. So looking at the card right now, there we go. Solar Cinch, handicap all the way up to 46, which brings us way below to the 360 light level. Using Extinguish, well, that's a good one. 0.3, good for just, you know, if your whole team wipes, go back. Vamin, amazing perk to grab all your heavy back every time you kill a yellow bar. Match game, +1, that's a lot. Like, I'm always gonna use match game for a high score. It's just the best thing ever. Could have used momentum if Vamin wasn't needed, but momentum is more a perk that I would go for speedruns, which will happen after this video, because there is a way you can go on and farm for the DFA hand cannon. Also Catalyst, you can also farm for Catalyst in this Nightfall. Not in this Nightfall, only all Nightfalls, as long as you have the high score run done. If you don't do your high score run, it's just making it really hard for you to get the Nightfall loot, to also get the Catalyst, like I said. Some of us got some catalyst yesterday, so yes, that will be in another video though. So starting off in the beginning, stay back, you know, you want to kill all enemies because yes, we're doing this for sport, it's not like we're skipping enemies, so yeah. Just make sure you don't get hit, probably 2 or 3 hits, that's a death. So at this point, you can pretty much use anything as long as it will benefit your team. So some of you might think like, yeah, why not a Goldie, because that's on solar as well. You know, Goldie just takes away one enemy. We're not playing for a one enemy super. We're looking to clear enemies quick. Especially coming with the, if we go into the woods. The Infinite Forest. It's, it really depends on also, in the Infinite Forest, like, do you get more enemies, you know, do you get more Hydras, because like sometimes when you get a lot of Hydras, it's a lot of points, and you get more enemies. You get like probably one Hydra spawning in an area with a couple of enemies around them, like maybe 4 or 5. Well, that's an easy kill, and those are actually good points. It's kind of like why I also do not like the Infinite Forest, because it's not consistent. It's not consistent with points, and it's nice and all, but for a high score run, I just don't like it. It's pretty much one of the parts that basically the most stupid part, if I can call it that. I wish there was some consistency in it, that there's a certain amount of points you can take away if you do everything, you know, legit, just not run through it, but just kill everything. But, well, unfortunately there isn't. But yeah, double tether definitely helps out then in places like that. And I think for this run, fortunately, we did get a decent amount of enemies. Could have been better. I think just 2 Hydras, probably.
Like reality trying to decide on a version it likes.
In the forest, time itself sucks.
I don't like it.
You're showing up on the tracker. Good to see both of you again.
So as we move on here, a good thing to do is
So fun.
look for the yellow bars, because the last thing you want to do is, you know, just take your time to just shoot them off with your primary, while you know that if you hit them with heavy, they're probably like 1 shot only or 2 shots, and you get 4 bullets back for your sniper, unless you're using a rocket launcher or something, because I can imagine not everyone got a sniper maybe, or they just not a fan of snipers, which is possible. So yeah, go in for a rocket or something. You will always get your brick back if you kill a yellow bar. And as you guys saw there, like the Hydras give us 5k points. That's actually a lot. But yeah, unfortunately we have to deal with smaller enemies. And honestly, they don't really, give us a lot of points. The best thing to do is talk with your teammates. Look who's going to do the first tether. Whenever a tether happens, see if it's possible for the Titan to go in with hammers. Because why not? I mean, if you're already creating orbs, you guys can pick up each other's orbs. You might not even get full super bag, but at least something. We're untethering the axe, but Titan, yeah, obviously he's solar, and these guys are arch shield. So I have to help him out to at least take down the shields. Because on match game, it's the worst thing ever. Having a solar super while you have to break a void or arc shield, you'll probably end up putting your whole super into one enemy just to take down a shield. And as you guys can see, Titan Hammer is going back to where I tethered to grab like the orbs that I dropped there. Our second teammate Chablo, he still got his tether, so he's gonna find his place where he finds out that you got a good amount of ads to tether and do it from there. These guys can be really annoying, the hobgoblins, so basically the reason why I sniped them off there is like every time you shoot them once, they're gonna go healing again, get full health back, you know, it's just one shot and get done with that. It's the same like the knights with a shield. You know, stand there with the shield and then gain their health back, and you have to start over doing your damage. It costs you time, and time is really against you in Nightfalls. So it's the last thing we want to waste. These guys can be the most annoying ones because the damage is solar. And also bear in mind, because it just reminds me back, always use grenades. Grenades and the smoke grenades. Like the normal grenades, they can do damage, but the smoke grenades are also pretty good to just blind your enemies and let them not shoot you for a while. And yeah, there I died because projection rifle was solar, so yeah, that's probably 3 shots there for me, and I'm down. But yeah, always make use of everything on your character, because some people, for example, they never use a barricade or something, because yeah, it's not needed. You can use a barricade for more things than just, you know, like use it to reload your gun. You can use it to blind enemies, you can put it down to stop enemies from keep running, because the second they walk into it, obviously they're blinded, they're disorientated, and basically what happens, and you can take them off quicker. So yeah, it's always a good thing if you have abilities to put it to good use. Super is not the only ability you have, or a grenade. So here we go, got full super. Again, I think at this point we all had our supers back. I must say that from our side, this part just took us a bit longer. Spent a lot of time on that one. So here I end up making a mistake with my tether. I didn't tether a lot of ats, but one of my teammates, the Titan, Amin, he already jumped down, saw the tether, and instead what he done is run through my tether with enemies behind him. And more enemies getting tethered, I'm getting my super back quicker. That's also another thing, like, pay attention to what's going on in the game. I did call it out for him, so that's how he helped me out, to get at least something of my super back. I expected more enemies to be there, to be honest, but apparently I was wrong. I misjudged that one. And these yellow bars can be a pain. Like I said, we should have taken out the sniper in the first place and just take them out. Go in this, and there you go, one shot. Again, a good use of an ability. So from here on, this is consistent with everyone else in Nightfall, because this happens for everyone. So one tether guy, Chablo, he's up top, tether the ground, probably go in this straight away. Like after you put your grenade, you go in this, because all the enemies, they share the same damage. So you leave one tethered enemy in a grenade, the other tethered enemies, they're taking the same damage. Which is actually really smart to do, and then just go in this, start running. Because the last thing you want to get is shot by one of those guys. Especially when you have 7, 8 guys shooting you around there. As you guys saw that, like, one grenade was good enough for me to stuck on me and get me killed straight away. And that was like full honesty my own fault, because I didn't pay attention to my radar. If I pay attention, I'd see the guy, he was standing to my left, but yeah, unfortunately I didn't, so get punished for it straight away. At this point we're debating like to pick up all orbs, because on the other part, if we even like waste maybe 10 seconds here just to pick up orbs, on the other side we can just use supers and clear it way quicker, which save us way more time to kill enemies normal. So I'm the tether guy waiting for the Titan to come in and starts killing ads there. Because I go in this, so the enemies, they don't start, you know, just running around. Tether first. And basically, well, just look out for snipers now. That's my job, so that leaves the Titan to just kill the normal enemies. And basically, that's the first set of ads. Once you kill those, there is a second ball dropping, so which makes it so easy, because a ball that drops enemies around you, that's easy because all the enemies are still in one place. So our second tether guy could just easily go and tether them. There we go. And group them around. It's kind of amazing how some of them can actually fly out of the tether still. That's really amazing. It's like the tether doesn't even affect some of the enemies sometimes.
That chasm in front of us looked uninviting, so I simulated a sparrow for you.
So picking up orbs here again, I think.
You just said it first.
Also, picking up orbs gives you points now. Tethering enemies over and over again, there's no need for that. You do that, you don't gain points for it, but you do gain points for picking up orbs. One guy went to the right side, and as soon as he's to the right side, if you turn left, you can go way up top of the building and kill the enemies that are up top there. Using his hammers now? Oh, that's Amin. Yeah, there we go. Because we're looking to kill all the enemies possible in the game just to get the best score. Coming up here, this is a really crucial point. If you stop right there where I stopped, and one of your teammates coming down with his sparrow and he dropped off his sparrow, the sparrow will still go down. It might take one of you guys with you, so always call it out for your teammates, like, hey man, I'm stopping right here, so they know not to stop right in front of you with the sparrow, but leave their sparrow somewhere else. There's been a couple of times where we actually died like that. Not in this Nightfall, but it did happen to us, so I'm just saying now. There we go, everything's clear, all the enemies are dead. Heading up to the boss. Still a last set of groups of enemies. And the only thing on this part is gonna be look out for the snipers. Just remember exactly where they're at, because they don't change spawn. Like, they're always in the same spot. If I'm right, there's a certain of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 or 6 snipers during this whole thing. First one is right up the stairs where the void shielded enemy is. He's like right left to it, left to the pillar. That's the first one where he spawns. Second one is to the right, as you guys can already see him there peeking out. There we go, first here, and second to the right. And these guys can be the most annoying thing, especially on a solo run. Even on a void run, if you're running on 46 handicap, you're probably still a 2-shot. That's number 3 there. If that's number 3, then there's a total of 5, because there's 2 more snipers left in the game. And number 6 is gonna drop from a ship, but that's basically just 1. It's a really easy kill. Here we go. So on this part, I'm not gonna say a tether is the best thing. You could tether, but you could also go for an easy blinding grenade in combination with a void grenade, because all the enemies standing right in front of us now are just void shielded. So there goes one of the snipers, and then the last sniper should be to my left already, unless he's already been taken out by one of my teammates. Which I think they did, because, or else by now the sniper should have either way tried to snipe one of them and they would have killed him. There we go. There's his body to the left side. So the best thing to do here is to give everyone this super bag, at least one tether, that's all you need. Tether the front plate, because the ads, they're gonna come for you. They're gonna go into the tether on their own. And it helps out with the yellow bar. It helps a lot with the yellow bar. So this one's easy explained. We're not going for a one-phase kill. You know, we want the ads in all the rooms to get the best out of it. Unfortunately, he placed a barricade here, something that we did not need, because it was hard, but still we managed to just damage the boss straight in the first 5 seconds to just go away. Because you don't want the boss in this fight. You always want to send them away until you're at the end, so you can just kill them. There we go. Remember this back spot, tether straight away, use hammers. You should have hammers, or else let's even go for a second tether then. That's how far it go, because it saves you a lot of time again. Saves you time and saves you deaths. You don't want to deal with these guys on a high score run. So, on this part I expected the ads, because they do this every single time, to jump up front there, especially the snipers. And then for some reason, no ads, like they all jumped inside the map. So I was like, okay, what to do now? Nothing tethered. That's a waste of a tether there. But then again, our job is to send the boss away. And remember, there's always someone with the boss, so, you know, like, if everyone's just focused on ads, then the boss can pick you guys easy. If everyone's focused on the boss, then the ads can pick you easy, so it's always one or the other one. So, basically, just, like, your full team should not focus on just one thing, like, focus on everything that's in the game. Everything is part of it, so focus on everything as well. I get the call out, start shooting harpies, because they're arc shields, and I was the arc guy, so basically that's why I'm more focused on the ads than my teammates. So 160k so far with 16 minutes. Getting 110 is more important. You guys don't have to get like 160, 150. This was just more because, I don't know, we're just trying to find where it's exactly. And I think like on a 4.5 our score would have been way more higher than on this one, because we basically wasted a full minute on, we went all the way up to 19 minutes with this run. So my advice would be, like, if you guys are doing the same thing, just go for the 4.5. If you're just looking for the 110k, yeah, then go for 3. Go for 3 or something, you're good. Like, it should be no problems. Ads spawn always in the back of the map. Having all players in one spot, like what I'm doing right now, that's actually a really bad move that I'm making, because I make it so easy for the ads, including the boss, to just shoot in one spot. One of our teammates, I think it must be a mean, run to the left, which is better. Now the ads and the boss there, they can't focus on just one place. They have to focus on 2 spots, which then makes it easy. And now we're all spreading over, one left, one right, and I'm way up top. This is why calling out supers is also important. We're using 2 tethers for just 4 ads because none of us called out on tethering. So none of us knew, like, okay, something's gonna happen. No, we're all like same thinking that, you know, ads is there, we need to kill them, and that's it. Still, I'm trying to stay away from my teammates. It's not a good idea to stay in the same spot. There we go. Managed to get a couple of snipes out there. I must say, like, this sniper, the Worm of the Whisper, the Whisper of the Worm, it does not, like, it's actually a really good sniper. I love it. In my opinion, Borealis is still special, but maybe after having the catalyst, maybe this one could be really special then. Depends on, like, how much damage buff we'll get. There you go. That's basically how you want to play the boss kill. And after you do this, yes, by all means, go and speedrun, go and run through everything, one face the boss, and to get all your loot, to get the DFA. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the run. If you do, a like is much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on my next video.